ready to go?
Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zerai here with my guest, KingKose.
Hey, what's up, guys?
We're just going to be talking about some entertainment that I've been going through this past week. We're going to talk about a movie, some wallpapers, some music, and some gaming. So thanks for joining us, and I hope you enjoy it. So this past week, I've been enjoying the movie called Prometheus. It was rated a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. It's basically just a sci-fi movie about two archaeologists and their space trip to another planet, searching for the origins of mankind. What do you think about it, Kose?
Well, the first time, when did it come out? Like
2012.
2012. I watched it in the movie theaters with my two best friends and this girl that I liked. It was kind of awkward. But anyway, so we're watching the movie, and like the whole time, I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, in all honesty, I didn't like it. Like, when it was done, I was just like, this was a waste of time. The ending was crap. There were some crazy scenes. There were a couple of, cool scenes, because I'm really interested in, like, outer space and different planets. But honestly, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it kind of grew on me, honestly, like, because it was confusing, and I was just like, I have to figure this out. So I read like some analysis and summaries about it, and watched like YouTube videos on reviews and stuff like that. And I was just like,
Well, and obviously the movie's been out for 3 years now,
Yeah.
so it's old news. But of course, my channel is going to be about sci-fi, and so I'm really interested in space exploration and stuff like that. And so this movie was kind of up that alley. And obviously, there's lots of people that have talked about and examined it, and there's lots of theories about the movie. So nothing we're talking about is new per se. But you mentioned there were some like uncomfortable or nasty scenes about it.
The last scene was probably the most disturbing. When she like did a procedure on herself and like took out the alien baby,
right?
And
yeah, that was gross.
Disgusting.
That was really
I feel
gross.
like I'm scarred for life, bro.
Yeah,
honestly, but I also feel like that was the best scene too.
Yeah, I think that scene is one of them that sets it apart.
Yeah.
I know the one commentary that we watched together, the guy talked about how that was probably the best scene.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas for me, I actually paused that scene when I watched it. I had to pause it, walk away. Like I felt a little bit nauseous a little bit from seeing that. But that leads to something that's really cool, is that little medbay thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously, that would be amazing if today we had medbays that could treat people and analyze people. What do you think about that, Kose?
No, that would be awesome. I mean, like, just to like lay in like a machine, and then it just like makes you better.
Yeah.
You just lay there, and then whatever problem you have inside of you or outside of you, it just fixes it. And I think that's pretty dope. Like, that's the future, and I feel like it's kind of hinting towards, like, they're probably working on that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I know in a lot of sci-fi movies and shows, like Star Trek, for example, and even in Star Wars, there's a lot of automated healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Star Wars, I wasn't really planning this, but what was the princess's name? Skywalker's sister, or Skywalker's mother. Anyways, that's besides the point. When she birthed the two children, there was like robots working on her, and hopefully we'll talk about this movie later on. But in Elysium,
I love that movie.
Yeah, they had that med bay that could like cure cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that seems like the future of medical, and that's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Another thing that I guess is futuristic and part of sci-fi is the AI. Artificial
intelligence. Right,
and androids. So in this movie, Michael Fassbender played the AI known as David, or android is a better term. And his name was David 8. He was the 8th generation of androids constructed by Wayland Industries, which was a prominent feature in this movie. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously in every sci-fi movie there is a robot of some kind or artificial intelligence like Cortana and Halo and stuff like that. What do you think about that?
I feel like it's an interesting theory. I definitely feel that in the movie, the AI, he pretty much bought brought the movie along, you know.
Right.
He was definitely a main character in the movie. A lot of things he did was really sketch. Like putting that black goo in.
It was like the blood or like the infection of the aliens.
in that guy's drink, and he drank it.
Yeah.
Which and then they had sex, and then she had the baby. And crazy scene of the alien. But anyway.
So obviously he didn't have any morals then.
Yeah, he was just there, you know. But
he was curious, I think.
Yeah, he was very curious. It's crazy. I was watching The Matrix last night. And they're talking about the AI and how basically like they run the world. Like, you watch The Matrix?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, like how they ran the world, and then they had like these things set up to human beings, and they were like basically living in the Matrix, which wasn't the real world. So I feel like AI, artificial intelligence, I feel like it's definitely the future. Like, hopefully not in like a crazy bad way like we've seen, but like computers are getting smarter, you know.
Right.
I think there's a computer, dang, I forgot. But it's basically this computer, and it had like, basically it was like doing stuff for itself. You know, the name slipped me, crap. But anyway, yeah, I think AIs are definitely the future.
Yeah, well, and it seems, I mean, obviously we create things as human beings to help us. I mean, obviously an intent of inventions and technologies to make life easier or painless. And, you know, our smartphones, our computers, everything is advancing so quickly. Right. But, I mean, in our phones, we have Siri. Like, okay, Google, we want to know something, we just talk to our phones. Yeah. And so there's, like, this mass database. I mean, in the Iron Man movies, what is his name? I can't think of it right now. This is killing me. It's the character that Iron Man talks to whenever he wants to know something. Jarvis, that's it. But I mean, we're creating things to help us, you know. Well, this leads me to the next thing is a spaceship in this movie. Let's look first at the name of the spaceship was Prometheus, which of course is the title of the movie itself. Right. That's a dope looking spaceship. Yeah. But it's got 4 thrusters there, and I don't know. I'm fascinated by spaceship designs, and obviously they're not like aerodynamic like planes and stuff should be. But I'll leave a link in the description of a wallpaper of this spaceship, which I've been using, and it looks really dope. Have you been interested in spaceships at all, Kose?
Honestly, no. But this spaceship looks hella cool. Like, what are those things? Is that light or energy or something like that?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. They didn't really talk about the technology or warp or anything like that, but it's got 4 thrusters there, and it's an exploration ship as far as the movie was concerned. All right, well, there's a cool quote that David, the AI, said in the movie, and that was, "Big things have small beginnings," and that's a very simple statement, but I guess it has some profound implications. You know, anything you think about big things have small beginnings?
You know.
Okay. Like
oh gosh. Okay. Honestly, I feel like, you know, most things have to start somewhere. You know, everyone was once a baby. You know. And as we grow, you know, we become these individuals with like a massive amount of knowledge. For example, the president was once a baby. Who's another person? Beyonce. She was once a baby, you know. Yeah. They all had small beginnings, and now they're really big in this world, at least.
Yeah. Well, and like let's take this channel for example. Yeah. I'm just starting out now. You know, I have nothing to brag about. You know, we've only put 1 video up. We're starting out small, but hopefully we'll grow. Hopefully this will be successful, and I want anyone listening to come back in a year and see where we're at now.
And so I just want to say thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
This is the first one, you know, I feel honored.
Yeah,
thanks.
Yeah, well, in future podcasts, I want to have all my friends come and like think about concepts and ideas on this channel. Yeah. Well, moving along, of course, this podcast is about entertainment. It's about science fiction and fantasy and any entertainment that I'm watching and I'm listening to and enjoying. And I just want to bring this to you guys just so other people can enjoy it. And as far as music goes, I like listening to music and I let my imagination run free. And I have 3 tracks for you guys today. I'll leave a link in the description to SoundCloud. But the first track is titled Bedroom Eyes. And let me find the artist here. But Bedroom Eyes by Crywolf and Landborg. Now, we listened to this before the podcast started. This is the very first track. And you made a comment about it as you were listening to it.
Was it the first one?
It was the very first one.
Yeah. So while I was listening to it, I felt like there needed to be some type of beat dropping or something.
Right.
But, I mean, I liked it all in all. It was like a very nice ballad, you know. But I was just like, oh, it's like when I first heard it, I was just like, oh, okay. And I'm just like the whole time I'm just waiting for like the beat to drop. I'm just like, oh,
right.
Like it would be sick if like some beat dropped and then the song ended. I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
But no, I honestly really like it. I like the song.
Well, and when I listened to this song, what I had in mind was space exploration. Yeah. You're floating in space. There's nothing exciting going on. You see galaxies passing by, stars going by. So it's like something that just like reflects a calm mood.
I definitely feel that when I hear this song.
Well, and this artist, Crywolf, and I guess this is a collaboration or a remix. I mean, the track is called Bedroom Eyes, and that's kind of an odd title. But Crywolf, as an artist, he has a lot of like dope beats and remixes and things like that. So this is probably one of his more calm tracks. Mm-hmm. The second track was called I Was Driven Into Sunlight. And it's by Yo Mase, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But this is another calm track that lasted a little bit longer that just kind of, for me, promoted like this thoughtfulness, and it kind of like it. I feel myself moving through space and just kind of like slowly progressing.
Yeah, and I definitely see that. Like I feel like the title definitely fits the track. I was driven into sunlight.
Right.
And then you're talking about space. Like, just imagine, like, you're in space and you're, like, seeing the sun. Like, it's dope.
Yeah, well, and the album art to this shows kind of like a sunset and the ocean. Yeah. So, well, the first 2 tracks were pretty calm and reflective. Mm-hmm. My last track for this week was called Unforgettable, and it's an original mix by, oh my gosh, I'm going to butcher this, but Zayu, I don't know, Ziu. But this was a dope beat, and I really appreciated this.
Yeah, I really like this beat, too. I was, like, jamming out.
Yeah, well, and this is something that's a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more exciting. So, you guys check these out. I'll leave the links to all 3 tracks in the description to SoundCloud. I appreciate these artists, and please check them out and give them support. And as always, this channel is about sci-fi and fantasy, mostly video gaming, but please follow along in my journey through each of my video games that I'm playing through. Currently playing through Wing Commander, which is the original video game developed by Chris Roberts, and I am so hyped for Star Citizen, which is the current game that he's working on. And since it's not out yet, I'm going back and playing all these other games. So please check it out. Thanks for listening, and come back next week. Appreciate you guys.
See ya.